For the first time since 2006, Arizona is back home from Stanford Stadium with a win. The back-and-forth battle saw Tanner McLaughlin earning his first touchdown of the season in the second quarter to put Arizona on top, and then DJ Williams also earning his first TD of the year to claim the victory for the Wildcats. This weekend, Arizona is back at home facing off against Washington, and it's also family weekend. So we thought, what a better time than to catch up with one of our sets of brothers on the team, Isaiah and Anthony Ward. Welcome to the Wildcat Rundown, Anthony and Isaiah Ward. Have you guys ever done an interview or a podcast together before?
Never. First time. Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. We better hear some good stories today. That's going to be the majority of what we talk about, just you guys growing up together, get to know who you are as brothers and just kind of all of that wrapped into football. But I think we should start with your background and just kind of your family dynamic. I know you guys come from a bigger family, so question for either one of you to take. Can you walk us through like how many siblings you have and just the age differences?
Yeah. I'm the oldest of 5. Then it goes Isaiah. Then we got Jayla. She's 16. She just turned 16. Then we got Bishop. 8
or 9.
8 or 9. And then Kalia. Her birthday's tomorrow. She's turning 8, I think.
Oh, sweet. And what's the age difference between you guys?
We're 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 21.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Anthony, since you're the oldest. Can you describe Isaiah as a little kid growing up?
As a little kid?
Yes.
Man, Isaiah was a lot. Isaiah was a lot. Honestly, I mean, we didn't have as good a relationship we did now, but we always used to fight, always used to be aggressive. But I always knew he had my back. When we were little kids, I never forget when we our first scrimmage game. I was playing running back, and I got tossed into the other team's sideline, and everybody was jumping on top of me, and the only person I saw running over was Isaiah, and he wasn't even in the game, and everybody was trying to hold him back, but he was pushing, scrapping everybody, and I just get picked up and lifted. There's Isaiah. You good? Let's go. So. Just growing up with him, I knew he always had my back. Always looking out for me. Always looking out for others. He's super caring. You wouldn't be able to tell by his size and stuff like that. Always bigger than other kids, but Isaiah.
Oh. And then Isaiah, can you describe Anthony as an older brother?
He was a little quiet. He was way quieter than me. I always bothered him when he was little. We always used to play video games when we were little, though. We had like a little Game Boy. I don't know what it's called, but it was like an older game that we always used to play. And that's how we bonded when we were little, just playing games for like hours till my dad was like, come on, go clean the yard, or come clean the house, come do some dishes. Because we'd be on a game for like 4 hours, 5 hours, just playing the same game over and over. That's about it.
What is something people don't know about Anthony?
He used to be in choir. We used to go to his little, I don't know what you call it, but he used to sing. We all know he couldn't swing. He all know couldn't sing, but he just blended in the crowd, but did great, though.
Anthony, now your turn. What's something people don't know about Isaiah?
Man, Isaiah hates vegetables. Yeah. If you try to make him eat vegetables, he might vomit. So
Nothing at all? Not even like salad?
I can eat salad. Caesar salad is... It's a hit or miss sometimes.
There was one night we were cleaning dishes, and we had a competition. I didn't want to wash dishes that night. And so it was me, Isaiah, and Jayla. We were all sitting there, like whoever can eat the most vegetables doesn't have to wash the dishes. So I went in, took my scoop like a champ. Jayla, she went in, took her scoop like a champ. You give Isaiah a scoop of vegetables. He was already, it wasn't even in his mouth yet. He was ready to throw up already. And he ended up having to clean up the kitchen by himself that night because he couldn't even digest it.
This is so nasty. I don't get why people eat vegetables. This is
Gross.
I'm sure you give Tanner and Alex like a great time with that then.
Yes. You always try to give me like broccoli and stuff like peas. That's nasty. It's nasty. Not for me.
You need to like
green.
smother it in cheese or something.
I tried that. I could
So
taste the
nothing.
vegetables even more.
Dang. Okay, so love that we're telling stories already. But when you think back to growing up together, either one of you can start first. What's a core memory that you have with each other?
I got one. So we first got an Xbox 360 or Xbox One, either one. We got Black Ops 2, and it had like a zombies mode, but we were scared, terrified, and it's like during the day, so we turn on all the lights, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play first. So we're like starting around, so I give my brother a controller to play, 'cause I was so scared of zombies at that time. And like we over here like, oh my gosh, how they under the sheets? Like what's going to happen? Like we're not moving, no nothing. We're just scared. And I think we turned it off after one round. We didn't play that long. We didn't play it long at all.
How old were you guys?
What were you
I
saying?
was probably 12. He's probably 10. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit of football. Were you the one who started playing first, or did you guys start playing around the same age?
We started playing around the same age. Well, I started first. My dad didn't want to let us play football until we were 10 years old because we were growing too fast, and so our knees were hurting. So I had to take a year off the year I wanted to start, but after that, we were playing basically at the same age. So he started at probably 9, I was 11.
Okay. And did you guys ever play on the same team together before high school age? Because I know some parents will try to put their their kids together just for like ease of the schedule and travel and all of that.
No, we played on the same program, but so our games were always in the same places, but we never played on the actual same team until high school. Yeah.
And when did you know that you wanted to play college football?
I've known since I was a little kid, since I learned what a scholarship was, and being able to be paid to play here or play in the college. That's what I wanted to do since I was probably 6 years old. That was just my desire. Yeah.
On the weekends, you are involved with kids, you're coaching. Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, it's been exciting to be able to work with those kids. I kind of got them from doing flag football this past summer, but on Sundays usually I would want to, we made a little group chat with all the parents and stuff like that. Trying to bring out the kids for a couple of hours, get some extra work in. There's a lot of kids out here that want to train and be in the college level. So, I feel like it's a good start, because where I started, it's how I started. We're out there with the little foot ladders, with the little hurdles, cone drills, So I always got something new and fun for them to come and try and take home for themselves. So, it's been really exciting to be able to work with them.
Is that what you want to do in the future, Coach?
No, I wouldn't say that, but it was always good to make a little extra money and, to just be a part of the community and a part of what, these kids are dreaming about, So I wanted to kind of help them out in any way possible. And the easiest way I saw was just, being able to go out there and coach kids that want to play football as much as I wanted to.
And how can people get involved with this? Is there a site they can visit, or are they a part of a league?
Contact me off of Instagram, or if you see me, stop me and just tell me you want to be a part of the group. So but I have a flyer I can give out.
And then Isaiah, I know you played a little basketball in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So was football always your number one sport, or did you ever consider playing something else?
Actually, I didn't consider playing football like college level till like senior year, because up to like senior year I wanted to be a chef. So I was trying to work on getting to like a culinary school or something like that, or do something that could progress in being a chef. But I found out that wasn't possible without like going to college. So I was like, might as well go to college for football for free and go play there and go do something there.
So is that still the dream, to be a chef?
Mm-hmm.
What about vegetables, though?
No.
No
I
vegetables.
don't think my restaurant's going to have vegetables. I don't think so.
What are you studying right now?
I'm studying business.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sweet. And then do you do like culinary after that? Culinary
Yeah,
school?
yeah. My plan is to either go to NFL, make a little money, and then come out and then start my restaurant like that, or like come straight out of college and start working on it.
What kind of food? Do you know yet?
I like soul food. I want to cook soul food.
Okay. Anthony, do you cook at all, or do you leave that up to him?
I cook way more than he does.
Yes.
Oh.
That's, yeah.
Is there going to be a partnership? No.
100%.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I like that. Okay, so what was your commitment process like to Arizona?
So like I really like the coaches. Like my biggest thing was like my coaches in high school. I wanted to be the exact replica for college, and I found that here, like all the coaches, like they got great energy every day. They got like Kafusi like pushes you every day, and I just wanted that. I just wanted that every day. So this is like perfect to me because all the coaches were great, and they wanted everybody else around them to be great.
And then during that time when you're going on visits and talking to coaches here, Anthony, what did that look like for you and your decision to transfer here?
He would call me and tell me about all his visits and how he felt about all his places. And it wasn't until he came to me with the idea of, wanting to play with each other, and just thinking back when it was in high school, how big that was for us, to be able to play again. He told me that, and I was like, I was at first kind of timid because I loved where I was at. But I just couldn't pass up an opportunity again, be able to be around my brother and somebody to really have my back, that's blood. So once, I finally came around to just, after he committed, I finally came around and was just like, this is something I probably want to do, be able to want to play with him again. And he showed me that it'd be a better thing for both of us, if we were.
Yeah, how special is that to play with your brother in college? Because I see you guys and you have such like the authentic brotherly relationship to where y'all are racing to the locker room. Like I see y'all kind of hitting each other back and forth. And then I see you guys like praying together before the game. So just it seems like a really cool dynamic that you guys are able to experience through football.
It's great. You have somebody to look towards. Like I look towards Anthony on the sideline for like a bad player, good play, but he's always clapping me, encouraging me to keep going. Like it's great. It's great. It's just different.
Yeah, I would say like it's been a real turnaround. Like, you wake up in the morning, your body hurts, you're tired or whatever, but once I put those pads on or strap my cleats up, I know that my brother's doing the same thing with me, so that just gives me a little bit more motivation, to keep going harder because I know I want to see him do great. So, one of the best examples as a big brother, is to feel great, and part of that is just the emotional aspect and just trying to make sure that I'm always up for him so he can always be smiling. And if I'm smiling, I know he's going to want to smile with me. So, yeah.
Do you guys live together?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Is it just you two?
Nah, it's us and the Deuces, Deuce Lane and Sterling.
Oh, what a group.
Yeah.
I mean, Davis.
Yeah.
Davis, yeah.
Deuces in the words.
Yeah.
Okay, out of the two of you, who is more competitive?
I say me.
Why?
I say me. Because I just go to a different extent. Like, say we playing a game, and, like, he's winning, do something to his controller till I win. Something. Or, like, when I was a little kid, I always used to cry when he beat me. So, like, as growing up, I was, like, grew up more competitive, I feel like. Just because he never cried when he lost. He's always, good game. But I always felt some type of way after a loss. Always.
You remembered it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's a little brother. Like my little brother was so competitive growing up, and I would have the edge on him because I was older. And now he's way bigger than me and way more athletic than me, and he like takes it way more seriously than me now because he remembers all the losses before. And he's like getting back up there. Okay, I see both of you always dancing during a game, during practice, and it's not always together. Like sometimes it is together, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, who's dancing? And it's one of you two. Who's the better dancer?
I am. I don't know. I don't know what he would say, but I know I for sure got some dance moves that,
We could pull the film up. That's all I gotta say. I know we have film.
I'm way more coordinated than he is. Like, yeah, nah. I'm way better. I'm way better.
Who has better style?
Oh, he does. I give it to him.
Did you guys have funny nicknames growing up for each other?
I mean, I don't think I had a nickname, but his middle name, Reza K, that's probably his his nickname.
Wasn't your name like Bubbles or Bubbles, something like that?
No, it was not.
Bubbles?
No, it was
Something
not.
was Bubbles.
You
Something
s-
came
nope.
up with Bubbles.
Nah, we could ask my dad. I ain't never heard nothing with Bubbles. That's for sure. Ain't my nickname. But nah, Razor K, to us, that kind of just means, just powerful and dominant, and just an outgoing character. So, and I would say that's Isaiah. It's 100%. So,
Do you still call him that?
I don't call him that. I call him Zay. I call him that. But everybody else that, looks at him as those things, call him a Razor K.
Some fans had questions. The first one comes from Christina, and she asked, what is kind of the silliest thing that you guys used to fight over when you were younger?
I got it. The mic and the controller. Like, we used to fight over, like, who played the game next. And it always ends up in a fight. Always. I remember that. I remember we got into a bad fight where we just, like, we grabbed each other's hand, and we were just there for, like, 30 minutes arguing. Like, let me have the controller. No, it was my turn to play. Let me have the controller. And all that.
Yeah. Either that. I'll probably say either that or probably the front seat. The front seat was always a problem, too. It was always a race back to who can get there first or anywhere we're going, especially when we were younger. It was always the front seat. Yeah.
Kylie asked, who is the funniest teammate that you guys have?
Funniest teammate. I'll probably say Justin Flo.
I give it to him.
Yeah,
I
Justin
give
Flo.
it Justin Flo.
Justin
For sure.
Okay, this question comes from Ezra, and he asks, what is your favorite post-game meal?
Post-game meal, Canes. Canes. Never go wrong with Canes.
Okay, it depends. It depends. So when we come back from a night game and we're back home at 1 o'clock, you should go with Taco Bell. Okay, it's kind of bad, but it's so good. But like after a game and we're done like at maybe 9, 10, I go with Wingstop. Wingstop is perfect.
The fries.
The fries so good.
Okay, Iga asks, what is your favorite pregame song?
Man. I mean, recently, what would you say? We share a playlist, so.
I like Duckworth by Kendrick Lamar. It's a pretty good song to start off your day before a game.
I'll probably say God Don't Make Mistakes by Conway.
What's the playlist called? Is it just you two on it, or do you share it with other guys?
Nah, it's just us two, and it's called Bring Out Your Inner Self.
How long have you had it?
I mean, I usually make the playlist for us, but this year, I mean, I made it at the beginning of the season, so yeah. I make one for every season, yeah.
Coach Rocco asks, what has been your favorite football memory so far?
Favorite?
Like just in college or like?
I think you could go back to when you started playing.
I'll say there was in high school, I got a sack, and Isaiah was just so excited that I got a sack that he got a flag, and we went back 15 yards because it was celebrating too much. And I wasn't even celebrating. He was just jumping up on me, like screaming to the top of his lungs, and went on for like 5 minutes. Like the sack was over, and we're about to go into the next play. But yeah, I'd probably say my favorite memory.
I say when we won the Pac-12, not Pac-12, our little championship with our group of guys. That was pretty special because we were like those group of guys we've been together since like middle school, and we're on a losing streak since my freshman year to our senior year, and we finally won it. And it was just such a good day, such a good day, such a relief.
And then D-Rich asks, where would you like to travel and why?
I want to go to Africa. That's always been a place I wanted to go.
What would you do there?
I want to know more about just my ancestors. I don't really know too much about that, but always to see the scenery and just how people live like out there.
Yeah, Africa's cool, but I want to go to the Bahamas. I've never been there, so I want to live that beachy life for a little bit. You know, curl my toes in the sand a little bit. Drink what's those, like a mango smoothie? So nice.
Okay, and the last question comes from Brisa, and she asks, who is the favorite child?
Who's the favorite? Man.
I'm going to say Kalia.
Kalia?
I'm going to say Kalia. Because She gets away with a lot with no whoopings.
Kalia or man, that's a hard one. I think Bishop. I would say Bishop. Bishop, he's just quiet, nice, like yeah, you can't really go wrong with Bishop, yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the Wildcat Rundown today. This was fun to get to know you guys better and just about your childhood and everything. And good luck this next weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.